Perched high above the city of Baltimore, Maryland, from Magooby's Joke House, comes the tale of 5 brave adventurers and their intrepid audiomancer on a journey wrought with magic, mayhem, and dick jokes. For this is Laugh Finder.
Welcome to Laugh Finder! Yes! Hey guys, welcome to Laugh Finder, Baltimore's premier puzzle-based comedy podcast. I'm Tommy Sinbazo.
Oh yeah, you are.
And I'll be playing Kit Ramses from the band Bobo Cog, baby. That's right.
Bobo Cock?
Bobo Cog.
Bobo Cobb.
Bobo Cog.
Bobo Cog. Oh, that sounds strangely
because
familiar.
Cog was a goblin, and I'm playing a goblin, and Bobo was a monkey, and I'm a monkey goblin.
Yeah.
What's your music genre?
Metal.
Yes.
Metal and new metal.
Neo metal.
Yeah, no, not
You
neo.
mean the only music that we know?
Yeah, like Fred Durst. Limp Bizkit
Yeah.
is considered new metal.
Like a perfect circle.
Yeah. Here we go.
what time
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be my Inspire Courage spell. I'm like,
Throw your hands up!
It's me, Kit Ramses.
Yeah, get electrified, bitch!
I'm a goblin.
So Kit
Still better than
Ramsey
Fred Durst.
is a monkey goblin bard,
Yeah.
and your powers, your attacks, your strengths, your feats all come from your ability to play inspiring and intimidating
Yes.
and
But
deadly
he doesn't
music.
know that. He just think okay. So Kit's backstory is that 3 days ago he was on tour with Bobo Cog. He's pretty famous.
Yeah.
And this old lady comes up after a show and gives him this weird looking mandolin.
Yeah.
which is it's an electric
A
guitar.
liar.
And when he started playing it, weird shit started happening. So he attributes
Like
everything.
the lyre of Orpheus.
Yeah. So
like
he
this.
thinks that it is the guitar, but really it's his bardic abilities emerging.
Love it.
Yeah.
He's sort of like a greatest American hero thing with the suit.
Well, all the power came from the suit.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah,
it's
it
not like
wasn't-
that at
yeah.
all.
No.
Oh, you know what?
I see. It's all clear to me.
Have you tried to rewatch that? I tried to rewatch that. It was on Netflix.
Doesn't
a while
age well?
ago. It's just hard to get through.
Does he teach a class of learning disabled students in that show, or am I remembering incorrectly?
That sounds fucking hilarious.
He is a teacher.
It's like a special ed class.
I don't know why they would have to add in the fact, oh, by the way, these kids are way retarded.
I think if you go back and watch carefully, they're like, it's a special class of students that don't fit into
Not
the other
only
classes.
the teacher. But these kids are special.
It's a plot device.
No.
Just next time you're watching, just pay attention to that side plot.
You know what I want to watch now? Disney Plus is active, but I don't know that it's going to age well. Is Spider-Man
Shout
and
out.
His Amazing Friend?
Oh, probably not.
No, yeah. I've been watching Gargoyles.
How does that end?
That's pretty good.
That's pretty. I mean,
Hey,
like
just
that show's good until like the last season where it gets like poorly animated and super weird.
That's,
Hey, where was
I gotta get there.
the Disney Plus? It was a question that I had that I couldn't figure out because they own the Fox properties and the Fox cartoons. Is Batman the animated series on there, even though it is a DC?
That's the
product?
Warner.
It's a Warner Brothers.
That's Warner Brothers.
Warner
It's on-
Brothers,
That's
all
on,
right.
actually, I
Okay.
think that's on.
But all the
DC.
90s X-Men cartoons are
Oh,
up
Saturday morning.
And Spider-Man, right?
And
the
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 90s. That's
But-
what I'm going
but they
to
don't
watch.
have-
Infinity War is not up there.
Weird.
And
Oh, that's probably still on Netflix.
It is
probably.
still on Netflix.
Okay. So you have to just jump between
You know
the
who
two.
did the guitar solo? You know the guitar playing in the Spider-Man 90s theme?
I do.
That was played by Joe Perry from Aerosmith.
No
Wow.
Did you know that?
Oh, do they have
Good
that
trivia.
show? You know, the
Oh, that's right, 'cause he
Colossus
does the fucking
spinoff?
singing. He's
You guys,
Spider-Man.
the Colossus spinoff cartoon, right?
No, what?
Oh, that's right. They never did that.
It's a good song. It's a good
I have
He
a
was my boy.
I have a friend, a guy that I know on Facebook.
Dropping note, less status. Some guy I met in a parking lot.
He is he cosplays as Colossus.
Oh, is he the fucking Colossus guy from MAGA? Oh, he is also a MAGA.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he is
hardcore.
a hardcore
really?
right wing
Really?
Trumper.
Oh, that's
so
a
much so
shame.
believes in QAnon.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Yeah.
All
Wow.
right, so what are the bad things about him?
It's just it's a bit much. It's a bit much.
Yeah, no.
I'm not going to say anything horrible about, but he does have a picture of him dressed as Colossus, wearing his MAGA hat,
Oh God, you're ruining it for
like
me,
that he's a
Tommy.
Russian bot.
Well, I mean,
that's so
I mean, if-
not self-aware.
if anybody were there, if there was one person that would have helped Trump get elected, it would be the Russian X-Men, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't
right.
know.
Well, I don't know. I think Trump would get him out. Oh, the mutants need to go back to Genosha. Why are they here?
I
good impression.
I'm going to end the Dazzler program. Have you seen the Sentinels? They're beautiful. Let me
They're
tell you, no
most
one
They're
knows.
tremendous.
No one knows more about genetics than me.
They were going to make him black. I decided to go purple.
The
Bishop
simple
Storm,
genius.
they love me.
What if he would make all the Sentinels look like him? Like they'd have big robot, like a coif to the side. They'd be wearing oversized black suits with a red, huge tie.
Tiny hands.
Destroy all mutants. And then that would be the only ones that you would be like, that's a Nimrod.
Oh, Nimrod's scary. He's a dangerous.
Come on, that was a
sentinel.
good.
That was
That's
that.
good.
I got
That's a
it.
deep
I got
cut.
it.
Oh wait,
deep
stay
cut.
away from the New Mutants, Jeffrey Epstein.
What if there was a guy like, hey, look, guys, I just joined your team. I know I told you guys it's because I could pedal a bike very fast. But there's a different reason they call me the peddler. Speaking of
It's me, the diddler.
ladies and gentlemen, we haven't even introduced our guest this week. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my very best buddies. He is a civil engineer, and he is an active LARPer and role player. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jose Santiago.
All right. Thanks for having me, guys. I'm happy to be here again. Really excited, and I'm working on my next career, which is pop-off farmer and ice cream maker.
Hell yeah, dude. That
To
ice
that,
cream was off the chain.
I want to grow up again, and that's one thing that I've realized growing up and being an engineer. It's that I want to be a farmer when I grow up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think the life of just growing things and not worrying about.
Well, you
budgets
own
and-
So you
three
grew
properties.
that
No,
ice cream.
it's
I did not.
financially-
Well, I do have 5 pawpaw trees.
How long
but
does it take a pawpaw tree to mature?
About 3 to 4 years before they fruit.
Oh,
and
okay.
mine are only 2 years old. I also liberated 2 pawpaws from a park somewhere, and I set them free, so they're in my house.
You went to a park and dug up a pawpaw tree?
I did. But it wanted to get out, and I enabled it.
It transplanted well?
It did. I have 2 of them. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I like that
This
you just
pawpaw
did that.
session is fascinating.
I saw a
Oh,
picture
yeah.
on Facebook. It said it only takes 1 second to share, and it was a picture of a pawpaw tree. And it was like, this tree's been missing.
Oh yeah,
It's a child abduction joke, you guys.
I'm an angel, and then it's at my house this whole time. So I got 3 others, but
Do you keep it in a cage? You should put a cage
I
around it.
set it free in the ground in the backyard, and it's there.
And is it already a fruiting tree?
No, it's a little guy, a year or 2 old, so
Okay.
it's got another year or 2 before it fruits, and I can make more ice cream. For now, I'll have to keep going to the Susquehanna State Park and
Have you
harvest
tried
them.
other ways? Like, could you dehydrate pawpaw? Like make pawpaw
what I
jerky?
did was last time I went. I got about 2 5-gallon buckets full of pawpaws, and I wound up processing them and making almost like an applesauce type of consistency.
Mm-hmm.
What
Pushing
did
it
your
through a
house
colander.
smell like at that
It
point?
smelled like fruits and fruits and semen, I guess, because that's kind of what it smells like. The wifey was proud.
Oh, it smells like a nature center.
Yeah, and so I
We call it
processed
Shore Week.
and created this like sauce, and I froze it, and ultimately I had enough to make 2 batches of ice cream. The last one I made about a gallon, and so I should make another gallon, and then boom, diabetes.
Now, now is there enough sugar in it? Could you make like a pawpaw hooch?
I was thinking, you know
Whoa.
what? That's third level. Like, okay, you just eat it straight, then it's ice cream, then it's make shine out of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
and
make
then,
a pawpaw shine.
why not? That'd be a good idea. I mean, I used to brew beer, and it's pretty close. Put it in there, put it in the mash,
equipment for it,
and then you got to get it boiled off and collect those vapors. And
Man, you could probably make one of those things. You could make a still. That's what
a
it's
still,
called.
yeah. Take it to the next level.
pawpaw still.
I want to do that. Yeah.
Oh man.
Sounds like an amazing experience.
Do you,
Something
and you
that
have
I'd
date
like
trees?
to go blind over.
You also have date trees. Or
These are
figs?
pawpaws?
No, I have fig trees.
This is it?
No, those are like monkey brain fruit. I don't know what you're looking up, man.
I looked up pawpaw fruit.
Oh,
Are
this
these
is your
which-
That's a pawpaw
testicles.
right there.
This is it?
Yeah, right there.
okay.
This guy.
I don't
Yeah.
like
I
the
have
holes
figs
it lives
too.
in
I
it.
do have a fig obsession. I have a bunch of those. I think the first season I brought figs, right?
This picture makes
And then
me
the second
uncomfortable.
time I
pretty
came, I
good.
brought pawpaws, and then the third time I came. So I feel like if I come again, it's not going to smell like pawpaws. But I gotta
be
bring some
wrong.
sort of alcohol made out of either figs or pawpaws. I think that's
You
what
could
I
do
gotta
pawpaw infused vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just infuse it.
Could
from
do that.
the
You could
beer.
do CBD infused pawpaw.
You could dry the pawpaw and smoke it.
Hey, maybe it gets you high. I don't
Maybe. I know one thing. If you chew on those seeds, your tongue will go numb.
know. You're not supposed to eat
Yeah,
the
and
seeds.
it fucks up your stomach and gives you
Yeah, I
diarrhea.
would-
Oh, you should smoke the seeds then and see what happens.
Definitely not recommended. Like
I'm
you
looking
know,
up an article right now. It says it says why Americans don't eat pawpaw, and right at the top, tastes like cum.
semen. I don't know.
Weird.
You would
Could have
think
been an American pastime.
Yeah, man, could have been.
the great American cum fruit.
Let's
And
have
yet there is a fruit called a kumquat, and it's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
that.
And it doesn't taste like cum. Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
Ugh,
yeah.
poorly
Oh.
named.
I know. Disappointing.
Speaking of tasting like cum, have you tried a zipper, ladies and gentlemen? Actor, writer, comedian, professional nudist, Mr. Eric Woodward.
Oh yeah, baby! I'm back once again. I'm reprising my role as my new character, Todd Chrysanthemum, who is a. So I'm playing Todd Chrysanthemum, who's basically a vine creature with made out of gourds and pumpkins. I have huge pumpkin tits, and I cast spells upon the demons in this world that try to harm my sweet forest.
What is your previous guest? Josie was in here earlier.
Yes.
I wasn't going to say anything.
She's made a pumpkin.
Yeah, she had, and I got a pumpkin hug right in the face.
I was never been so jealous of a hug in my life.
I was watching
Tommy,
you
I
while
was
Eric
I was
getting
looking
hugged.
at you like through my one eye that was not a laugh. I like, hey, how's it going?
I couldn't make eye contact with you through my tears.
But then you got one too.
I can't get
What?
up while I
You
hug
got one too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that.
No.
Mine was all right.
No, he
Yeah.
didn't get the tits right in the face.
The
That's
one-
what I got.
You weren't in danger of suffocating during your hug.
What a way to go. He died doing what he loved. Being molested.
But yeah, and for the sake of moving the show right along, I relinquish my talking time to our next our next host.
Speaking of being molested,
There we go.
You're getting it back.
this next guy used to own a bike shop. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hell yeah.
actor, writer, comedian, Mr. Brian Preston.
Zoom, zoom, boom, boom.
Molested kids. They took my bike.
They can't even ride a fucking bike. I mean, like, honestly, if I open a bike shop, people are like, "Hey, you did this just so you can fuck kids. You're not fooling anybody, buddy." It's weird. You don't love bicycles.
If you'd like
quick
to-
story, I was a background extra. I used to do background extra work in movies. This one movie, they're like, "Hey, we want you to ride a bike behind Don Cheadle," and I was like, "I can't ride a bike," and they were like, "8-year-old girl, do what this grown adult man can't do and ride a bike behind Don Cheadle." That's my time. I'll be playing Flarn.
Hell yeah.
What
Hell
did you
yeah.
do in the scene instead of riding a bike?
I threw a frisbee.
You know how to do that.
I used to play ultimate frisbee. I'm a beast at disc golf, so yes, I can do that.
And how did you never learn to ride a bike? You were just like, fuck that every time someone tried to invite you to ride a bike?
That's a much better story than the actual truth of it. I was
What
just
is the
apathetic.
actual truth? Like, did your parents ever buy you a bike?
Oh, I
when
had
you
a
were kid?
bicycle, and I was just like, "Hey, do you want to ride this bike?" I was like, "No."
Speaking of disc golf, do you guys just want to go play disc golf? Patapsco State Park has like a whole bunch of holes.
Dude, I got discs in my fucking car right now. Yeah,
it's a little too cold.
It's on.
No, I'm just saying.
I have my fucking.
Patapsco State Park. When this time of year, there's nobody on the disc golf course.
Yeah.
We go get some beers.
It's
go fucking
also
throw some
40
frisbee
degrees
discs.
out and pitch
Don't be a
black.
fucking pussy. Out of the discs. Let's do it.
You can interview each disc hole. You can interview each kind of ghillie suit standing near the disc hole. And speaking of ghillie
Hey, hold
suit,
on though, Brian.
Oh, Jesus.
Who are you playing?
Oh, Flarn. I said that during my.
But who is Flarn?
Oh, he's a goblin. He's a gentleman rogue.
Oh,
That's all we need to know about him.
He's Flarn. You're gonna hear the voice, but I gotta build up that
and
suspense.
speaking of gentlemen rogues, this next guest is a devilish rogue with the ladies, but he's a gentleman. Matter of fact, he shook Josie Mars. He shook her hand.
She came around and she had given everyone at the table a hug.
Yeah. And he stiff-armed her in the face and
I was
shook
like,
her hand.
How about a high five? Because you guys you all had your like ear grease all over her at that point.
Yeah, that was ear grease.
That doesn't come from the ears.
Hey, I wasn't in on that. I just want to make that clear.
Put it like that. I got my pawpaw all over her.
Yeah.
Pawpaws all over the inside of your pants.
Ladies and gentlemen, WYPR rock god, Mr. Aaron Higgins.
Greetings. I am Gaijin Guailo, human monk from the Dragon Empire's region on planet Golarian's far eastern continent of Xiantia. I trained in a mountain monastery in the frozen reach known as the Crown of the World. I've honed my body to a flawless instrument. I practice meditation to gain wisdom, peace, and enlightenment from the outer sphere of the great beyond.
Chosen one!
And man, you made Ben prematurely ovulate. Ladies and gentlemen, that sound you heard came from the greatest audiomancer in the biz. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ben Hurd. And sitting across from me, the best damn DM on this floor level of Magooby.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, actor, writer, comedian, Mr. Dorian Gray.
Hello, my name is Dorian Gray. I'm excited to do our second session of Pathfinder 2nd Edition. And why don't we get started?
Previously on Laugh-Finder, our special guest Jose Santiago treated us all to a bowl of pawpaw ice cream. Then we began our adventure. The adventure started in Andoran, a newly independent nation trying to figure out democracy for itself. Specifically, we found ourselves in the town of Belforge, a town almost destroyed by a plague known as Black Wart Fever. Well, Black Wart Fever has revisited itself upon this town, and with it, an ugly social plague of nativism and hysteria has erupted. Lord Daxon, the governor of Belforge, is out of town, and while he's out of town, his lieutenant, Bellet, has forced all foreigners into a quarantine situation at an old abandoned manor. And that group includes us. Jose, incarnated as a sort of dad-bod He-Man character named, what was your guy's name again?
Prince Adam.
Prince Adam. We all sort of introduced ourselves, and then we met some other non-player characters, a dark-skinned couple, African tourists.
Do you know the way?
A gnome.
What is this sheet?
And also a massive lizard woman.
Get your dick sucked.
And also a nanny with 2 kids.
In North Africa.
A supply wagon was delivered by a well-meaning non-profit from the neighborhood. But as always, when these deliveries come to the area where the refugees are, there's the threat of thieves, a threat which realized itself in the form of 4 scalawags that confronted us, surrounded this wagon, and proceeded to attack. We launched an attack of our own on them. We prevailed, slaying them one by one. And that, my friends, brings us up to the present, where we are now surrounding the cart of provisions with 4 dead scallywags at our feet.
At night, in the cold rain, this new group of ragtag adventurers prove victorious. Someone tried to prey upon the people who didn't have any choice but to stay where they were, at least for the time being. Fortunately, there were some brave heroes that could stop them and keep the quarantined people fed.
Let's loot the bodies.
Yeah, baby. Let's check his pockets.
Can we do
his
a-
pockets, lad?
Can we do a perception check to see if they have any insignia on their clothes, or see if they're part of some group?
Give me a perception check.
Never ask.
So in addition to that, I want to get my body off of the ground
19.
and then study their bodies to see if they are infected.
Okay. Give me a medicine roll.
Yeah.
That's a 19 on perception.
Okay. As far
I rolled a 1.
Critical fail. You've infected yourself.
Why are you licking their wound?
Not see if it's infected.
That jar says AIDS blood.
you don't.
Oh, I thought it was blood aid, like lemonade.
I don't see nothing, guys.
So, as far as you can tell, they don't seem like they're infected. As far as you can tell, they just seem like a group of desperate ragtag bandits. There's nothing that really... There's no distinguishing insignia. Looting the bodies. You find a grand total of 20 gold. And you find on one of the bodies, you find a scroll.
Can we open it and check it out?
You
Yeah.
give me an Arcana check.
All right. Love, let me. Not very good at Arcana.
Listeners, our character Kit is rolling his Arcana check.
I'm sorry. Occult? Is that the skill I'm looking for?
Occultism?
Yes.
Okay, it's the same bonus.
Okay, either way.
That is a 15.
A 15?
Yeah.
That is enough to recognize
Uh-huh.
that this is a scroll of the first level spell Grim Tendrils.
Look, hey, it's sheet music. It's a new song. All right, I'm gonna check. I'll play this for you guys later. Something.
Grim Tendrils. They used to open up for Bobo
Bobo
Cog.
Yeah, I know those guys in Grim Tendrils. Shangly Tiddlyfoots. He's this known guitarist in there. I'm like, oh, Shangly.
You also find a collection of 4 hand crossbows and 3 short swords, 2 daggers.
So what was it? 4 crossbows, 4 hand crossbows.
Yes.
How many short swords?
3 short swords, 2 daggers.
All right, put those in my bag.
These guys were a walking flea market. Look at them.
They were at the North Point Flea Market before they
And-
came in attack.
That explains all the
course-
swastikas.
Some ninja stars in there.
Oh, and the wagon has, of course, food and supplies and, like, torches and
Sweet,
stuff.
we got all this free food now just for us.
Nice.
Let's
No
bring
one-
this wagon of provisions into the building with the suffering people.
All right. Excuse me, a beautiful lizard woman. Would you care helping us move this wagon back in there, love? I love your
Her
scales.
massive muscles, she just, like, sort of grabs it, and she's just sort of like Lenny and of Mice and Men, just like, "Urgh."
That's right, love. Oh, you imagine what she could do to me, old goblin jubblies.
She can crush your head.
As you walk back into the manor out of the freezing rain, you see a group of 7 men. They're all dressed head to toe in armor. black and red. They have an insignia of a skull being cracked by a hammer. Everyone else that you left it in is sort of standing by each other as the husband of the couple. He was like, once again, our answer is no. He's like, and the mercenary says, this is the only time I'm going to ask again. The only reason that they're hitting you over and over is because the other people have fallen under our leadership and they won't hit us. Are you willing to risk your food? Submit to us.
Hey, we got the food,
can I do
man.
a lore underworld check?
Yes.
There's a wee bit extortion going on here.
13.
That's wise.
It's not a hard check.
Okay.
Could I do a lore legal check? See what crimes they are breaking.
I detect they've been suffering from mesothelioma. They could be entitled to a settlement.
You've heard of them? They're a group of mercenaries called the Skullhammer.
Oh. It's a very
Interesting
literal
name.
design.
Yeah, they're not known for their creativity, but you think maybe a small group or detachment was passing through Belforge when the fever hit, and so they're part of the group that got shoved into this quarantine.
How many of them are there? There's 2 of them?
Scum!
7.
7 of them?
This power vacuum is not for you. We are the caretakers of our friends in the manor.
Whoa, whoa,
Don't get out of control. Don't get
Whoa,
out.
white thunder.
I think Agent's right, man. I
Now,
think we
hold
gotta
on.
get in here.
Excuse me, Skullhammers. Perhaps there's some sort of deal we can make out here.
Yeah, if it's one thing I've known is that we're all in the same kind of situation as you guys are in. I mean, there's 7 of y'all. You're all stuck in here with us. We're on the same team right now. I'd like to just see if maybe... I'm just hoping you'll ask me for a diplomacy roll so we can be friends.
As my obviously straight friend here is trying to say.
I am a gourd. I produce asexually.
Okay, I was about to say,
only into
'cause you-
myself.
This
All
guy
right.
gets
Only
more
into
puss than a
myself.
catnip factory.
He's always talking about his wife, but I see him on TV after all.
Here, check this out. And then I take one of my vines and it grows like this, and I poke it into a gourd that looks like where my butt is. Like, ooh, see this? Look at that. That's how I have sex. And I'm just vine banging myself.
Yeah. Either you deal with us or he does that to you.
I do this every Thanksgiving.
I rolled a 24 on diplomacy, and I'm just pointing at him.
Yeah. I'm making a circle with one hand and a finger with the other. I'm just looking at him like, yeah.
And then
It's
actually, you know what? I'd like to
divine.
do that, and then I would like to just poke on the eye hole on one of the skulls on their things to imply that he's going to skull fuck them.
So, are we intimidating them or diplomacying them? What is our goal?
It's clearly diplomacy.
Yeah, we're obviously talking.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
sipping
you?
on my gray skull lager here. It's
Hey,
turned
don't-
back into a beer mug.
Hey, why don't you put one of your skull peens right into one of these cutout holes inside of my giant jack-o'-lantern head?
So if you leave us alone, we'll let you fuck this gourd man.
Let me just speak plainly to them.
Ooh, I've never been with a human before.
What is your business here? What advantage do you seek by extorting these poor masses?
He says, look, these idiots wouldn't know the first thing about surviving. We do. They can either submit to our leadership, or they can fend for themselves.
Or you can fuck this pumpkin spice fleshlight.
That was my nickname in
Think
high
about it,
school.
boys. What's best in life? To come in fruit.
Well, what about this? Hey, listen, I know you're trying to extort these nice-ass people out here, and personally, I'm a man of the people. Perhaps there's something that we could do for you to maybe get us in your good graces so you can leave these nice people, these nice sickling people alone.
Give me a diplomacy roll.
All right, there we go. Here's a diplomacy roll. Let's go here. Yeah!
What do you got in diplomacy?
Not good with that roll.
What is
3, 4. I rolled a 5.
I got a 7 in
2.
diplomacy.
I have a 5 in diplomacy. Yeah.
Well, okay, I tried, guys. Okay.
It's all right. It's all right.
good try?
I also like to craft dickhole poison that I'm going to put in him.
Look, you better. Is he crafting dickhole poison?
I told you don't label it before you start mixing.
Sorry, that's how I know to keep the poison straight.
Skullhammer mercenaries, what do you require of these people?
He's about to answer you when another one, the largest of them, this gigantic half-orc monstrosity, stomps into the room, whispers something to him. He looks at him, and he goes, and they all leave.
Listeners, Game Master Dorian just made the universal posse up gesture with his finger.
I go over to Kit. I'm like, nice, you scared him. Nice, good job.
I don't want to touch
Here,
you.
touch my weird viney
No,
fingers.
that's all right. How about fist bump?
No, I don't have fists. I start wrapping around his little middle
Grab
finger.
my little hand.
I just start entangling his hand so he can't get away. Like, ooh.
Oh, it's like falling into leaves.
This is conceptually disturbing.
The husband says,
This counts as sex, though, right?
No, it's you got hand.
Nice.
the husband says, there's an entire contingent on the other side that has submitted to the Skullhammers because they are scared. But I will submit to no man. Everyone here are people who decided not to submit to their rule.
Great room full of doms.
I'd like to do. Hold on, just one sec. There we go. Okay, I would like to just. Okay, I rolled a 21 for diplomacy check, and I'd like to do a Wakanda Forever at him.
I do not know what that means.
Show me inside of your lip.
Oh, yeah, no. I would then like to pull down my little goblin lip. And
He pulls it down and just says dickhole poison.
Yakende
Don't label it.
says,
We're being forced early on here to take sides in some sort of political struggle.
Well, clearly we don't want to fall in with this lot. I mean, the Skullhammers? Come on.
they're obvious. I mean, good people don't hammer skulls.
Yeah.
Anyway, granted, I do.
Someone is slow clapping.
the gnome appears.
Ah.
He comes up to you and he goes, I saw you handle yourselves out there. Not bad.
Thanks. And I whisk the hair out off, like the water off my hair, like a beautiful woman.
He says, the Skullhammers. Can you believe such pretentious bullshit? Oh, we're the Skullhammers. Not known for their creativity.
No.
What is your name, small man?
He says, well, most people know me by Stacks. I used to be a librarian.
Oh, because of books.
I was going to guess the rapper, but that blows me away. Thank
What
you.
This is
rap?
clearly going to be a heroic character.
Oh, I'm going to invent rap later on.
He says,
Just as
hey, listen. I work for some people who could really use people who can handle themselves. So
I say, I can handle myself. Look, and I'm still fingering this other board down here. Like, see, look at this. I learned this in the forest.
That's not. You need to be pruned.
he says, if we can find a way out of here, maybe we can talk about some sort of arrangement.
Ooh.
He's dressed very poorly, like I said, like a farmer or a day laborer, but that is definitely not how he carries himself.
You look filthy, but you sound like a noble.
Jesus, man. You don't lead with that. It's called tact.
The wife of the
What are you playing at?
well-to-do couple, she says, the fire is getting low. We're going to need more wood. We have been scavenging from the other rooms, but we've already pilfered most of them, and more of them are locked. But I am no thief. I cannot get into these things.
Well, maybe we could take a look at that, little Flanny and I.
All right. So I should tell you that the room you're in, which is like a gigantic receiving room, On the north edge, through a doorway, you can see sort of like a banquet hall. There are hallways to. So if you imagine a square, the entrance is on the south square. Is on the south wall. On the north wall, you can see through an opening like a huge eating room where the nobles would get served their food or whatever. On the east and west, there are hallways with various rooms in them, and in the center there's a stairway going up, and that is what the general area that you look like is going in now.
Where are some of these locked doors there, love?
Well, there is some to the east and west. I have been afraid to go upstairs. I don't think anyone has ever been there.
You guys want to go upstairs?
Let's go upstairs.
That sounds like a horrible idea. Let's do it.
Do that.
All right, upstairs it is.
All right.
Are we gonna are we gonna bring our lizard lady friend? Is she with us? What's her name?
No,
I
yeah.
didn't even figure that out.
Oh, hey, Elizabeth. Guys, listen. Oh, she's right there. Elizabeth, can you give us a minute, love? I was more talking to these guys, because
Elizabeth.
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 Lizard Beth.
Is that what you said her name?
That's what you know.
All right. Hey,
Her
you
name-
look like an Elizabeth.
My name is Zazix.
Oh,
that was close.
Listen, Zazzy, darling, give us just one tick, right? I'm just going to chat with the fella, boy stuff, it's about all genitals.
Private
For
stuff.
being totally honest, we're going to compare our sizes.
I thought you were worried about black wart fever. On there.
Yeah, we're going. Well, I can't see my own. The end of it is so big. Yeah. So give us a moment, and I'm like, God, look, she's filthy with black lung. Whatever that sickness is, she's got it.
Could I try to
Obviously,
perceive
yes.
again because it's a new day? Or
It's not a new day.
No, I
Not yet.
can't.
Does any of us have medicine?
I do.
I have a
No,
plus
I do.
4 in medicine.
Well,
Yeah,
are you
try.
trained?
I mean, wouldn't that be
I should
that
look
you
at my
have a
character
bonus, or is it one
Yeah,
of these
you would
is
assume.
highlighted?
Yeah.
In
It's one of the
skills.
highlights.
Yeah,
So
I
I
have a
have I have none that are highlighted.
I didn't highlight anything. I probably should do that.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
What do
Because
you
it
highlight- how do you
determines
decide
what you
what to
can do.
highlight?
Okay.
If you're trained or better, one of those colored in.
will be colored in.
Yeah.
I'm not trained in anything other than wearing this brown speedo like a man.
You
I
can
wanna
make
say
an
medicine's
untrained
one of 'em.
medicine roll.
So if I got a 7 on something, I'd be trained.
Yeah,
in
you're
that,
you're
right?
trained in medicine.
Okay. You talking to me?
If you want, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, how do you tell what you're trained in?
It's going to have a little box next to it in your skills.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
With the T. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm trained in medicine, too.
Okay, give me a medicine roll.
All right.
Oh, this is just like that show House that I heard so
Ooh,
much
that
about.
is a natural 20.
All right.
Plus 4 is a
If you
24.
want to take a look at that.
Zazix, lizard woman. Let me investigate your skin.
All right.
That sounds very
Don't
aggressive.
don't make this weird
Hold
now.
on, this guy's got the moves.
It appears you have aggressive eczema.
All right. So, examining her to the best of your ability,
You appear to
Yeah.
have woodwolf hide.
you think that she has been sick for a very long time. More time than the time frame would allow for blackboard fever. Like, you think that she was sick probably before she came here.
No black wart fever here.
All right. Okay. Elizabeth, would you like to join us? I'm sorry. What was her name?
Zazzy.
Zazzy, darling. Would you like to come upstairs with us?
It's not going to
says-
be a goblin gangbang.
She says,
Eiffel Tower.
Is it too late to refer to her as
Next.
Thick Lizzie?
next time.
Lizzo.
yeah, Lizzo. What's up?
She says, I must rest.
Yeah, you get your hair
And
done. You're
she-
shaking
she-
that.
Oh,
sort
go
of-
take a DNA test.
She just sort of collapses in the corner.
All right. Now, I mean, I could. Is this a new day, or is we just coming?
No.
No, it's still.
I don't want to use another spell because I only have one spell left.
Could we try to those proficient in medicine? Could
And
we
you,
try to
but you
heal
have your
her
cantrips
somehow?
too.
I do, but I don't. I have a healing spell, not a healing cantrip.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just NPC. Just leave it.
I mean, she's diseased.
Just, yeah,
Yeah, I
so
don't have cure
it
disease.
so it would just
It would prolong her life, but honestly, the best thing you could do right now is probably just wait till she dies and have sex
that
with her
reminds
body.
me. Were you all going upstairs?
I mean, you know what? Should we maybe hit the first floor first?
Up
And
to you
then
all.
Go upstairs.
Well, everyone's scared it upstairs.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
clearly we
obviously
should go
they're the
there.
best stuff
All
upstairs.
right, then let's check out like the East Wing or something.
All right.
You want-
So
Ooh,
you're checking
stairs.
out
This
the
is
East
the first
Wing.
time I ever seen them.
You're going through the East Wing. Hall's about 10 feet wide. In your immediate area, there are 3 doors. About 3 of them are already open. 3 of them are closed. So it's up to you guys.
All right, you wanna? We can round robin it. Just take turns.
Rock,
right.
paper. Yep.
After
yep.
you know what? Let's see who does it faster.
All
All
right.
right.
That
you
sounds
guys
like a
both
deal.
have lock picking skills
Yes.
and kits. Oh,
All
very
of us
nice.
goblins do, but it's not an ethnic
Sort of
thing.
racist.
It's a little bit. Hey, who stole those tires off this car?
Hey, you know how a lot of cars in an Asian supermarket have spoilers. Just saying.
I don't follow you.
Right?
So in your books, I wrote the pick a lock.
So we're going to leave it to the goblins to
Thievery.
break into these, to do the breaking and entering.
Could you bash through a door?
You can.
I mean, I'm trained in athletics.
It's a trained
I could
thievery thing.
get my gut into this and throw it into this door with the power of Grayskull. Clearly.
And also aid applies.
Yeah.
Also,
I do have thieves' tools.
Are you trained in? I'm not trained in.
I am
thievery.
trained in thievery. yes.
I can't do it.
I am trained in thievery.
all right. So go ahead.
All right.
So what you want, I think.
Got to roll 2 DC 15s on
Yes.
shitty locks. I'm assuming these are shitty locks.
The ones down here, yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with
Weathered by age.
I assume shitty means
Oh,
poor.
that's 115.
Okay.
And that's an 18. So that's 1 down.
All right. So it goes pop pop. You see the door swings open, and you see a very small room.
Okay.
It looks like someone once lived there. There's a drawer. There's basically a cot,
Yeah. Some dumb bastard slept in a drawer here.
and that cot has a small handwritten, what looks like a small handwritten note.
Okay.
Someone
On
wrote
it.
a note with a small hand.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm gonna go read that note.
Okay.
Are you trained in reading?
All it says is the game.
Look at He's been handed a note.
All right.
And that's a picture of a horse having sex with me.
It's weird that that's what it is. And there's also stink lines on me, but not the horse. All right, everybody, listen up. Belinda, Belial, and now Bellicane. That's 3. You can stick around and be a skeptic all you want, but I'm getting the fuck out of here. The burlap man is real. Bellicane saw him before she disappeared. That 5 silver you owe me? Keep it. I'm gone. And if you're smart, you'll do the same. There is a man living in the walls. Bye.
Whoa.
Fellas, I think there's a burlap man living in the walls here.
Well, you know what? I think I have a song coming to me.
Is it by Tool?
He's a real burlap man living in the walls of this mansion. I'll work on it.
You know what?
I gotta be honest with you, that sounds like a hit.
Hey, hear me out, everybody. I've got an idea. So, we've got a fire in this mansion. There's an evil burlap man living in the walls of this mansion. What should we do?
Torches?
Exactly! Let's burn the mansion down and then break out a window and leave.
Can we go back and get...
Burn it to the ground.
want to go back and get torches from the wagon
Okay.
and light torches to take with us.
Okay.
At least I'm taking a torch. Who else wants a torch?
You probably shouldn't take.
Do
one.
we have like
no, I'm
dark
very.
vision or
I
any
can
of
make
that?
lights if I need
Some
it.
of you do.
Oh, okay.
Well, I have dark
Do we
vision.
have what?
Yeah,
Dark vision.
Oh, I have dark
Yeah,
vision.
yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
fucking
dark
goblin. Yeah.
I got a cantrip that you
I
can
guess
just make
I
light
don't, 'cause
balls,
I'm a
like
white
Yeah,
whale.
I got that too. But now I have
Right?
fire.
Is that
Yeah, but I'm burnable. so I'm not neither.
All right.
It's weird you say that.
In fact,
whenever you
I
watch
freak
D&D.
out when you hurt things like that.
2. Todd,
Yeah.
give me a perception roll.
All right, perception
Here we go.
roll.
Here's his perception.
There we
He's
go.
very perceptive. +7.
17.
All right. While everybody's talking, you notice a slight glint underneath the cot.
Oh my God, is that a glint?
And it looks like a small vial.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go walk over and use one of my little tentacle arms to pick up this vial.
Okay. This vial is like a pale sky bluish cloudy liquid with a stopper on it.
All right. Is there anything I can perceive off more than that? Is there some type of knowledge?
Adam, you're trained in medicine. You take a look at
I'm
this
trying.
bottle.
I could
see-
check it out, but you should probably just drink it first.
No.
I mean, he does have a point.
I mean, look at where I've gone with this mug.
I actually don't drink. I just kind of put my roots in it. And
put
let it
your
Sky
happen.
blue is usually a pretty safe
dip
color.
that tippy toe in there.
No, that's horrible.
I think that's a bad idea. My
Okay.
dad said never drink weird blue vials that you find under beds. It was
All
one
right.
of his
So
strongest
could I roll
rules.
a medicine
Dad used to
check to
always
see if
say
I can?
that.
That's the one thing your dad taught you.
That was it.
Do you call your dad Poppy?
Pap-paps. Pap-paps.
It's a plant
Pawpaw.
joke.
I called him
Pawpaw.
Papa Spruce.
I love it when they call me Big
Paw. 3 hands in the air.
No, can I? Does anybody have like detect magic or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I can. Hold on.
We
Put
got
it-
the medicine.
And he
Check.
puts it out, and it's the opening riff to Pretty Noose. Is it bone around,
Is that detect magic?
Yeah, it's detect magic. If it's magic, it gets something like, yeah! It pulls its tits out.
It does ring of magic.
Oh, no.
Ooh, that's cool. It's got
it's
magical
magic.
properties. I guess
Just
we
a
gotta
little bit of
I guess I'll hold
magic.
on to it for right now. I'm gonna put it inside my giant gourd head for future until I can find somebody who can tell me what it is.
Can he look at it? See, with
All right, I'll try to roll medicine
right?
check.
All right,
With
roll a
that-
medicine check on it.
with
I
that
got
one-
a solid
Actually, it would be Actually,
I don't have I'm not trained in Arcana.
I am trained in Arcana.
okay.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Take
All
a
right.
crack at it.
Hey, everybody, let me take a look at this.
I mean, one of you can aid the other.
21. Blackjack, motherfucker.
All right.
I love this
This-
character's voice.
This seems to you like some kind of probably some kind of heal potion.
Oh.
Ah,
All right.
okay.
It's a healing potion, boys. We should probably just, keep it on us for healing.
Let's just keep it in his head.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. For right now, I'm gonna put this little healing potion in my giant jack-o'-lantern head.
Oh, you can spit us at us.
Yeah.
Not
All
saying.
right.
I've placed it in my jack-o'-lantern head.
I could tuck
Alright,
it in my
so-
Speedo if you want to keep it warm. No?
You're moving a little fast for a first date.
I guess we need to check one of the other unlocked doors down here.
Okay.
Well, are we
wait,
gonna check
hold-
that drawer in there? There's a drawer that we didn't check.
Nah. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course we're gonna check his drawer.
Check the drawer. Check the
Yeah,
drawer.
Go ahead.
All right. One of you give me a perception.
I'm not
difficulty.
very perceptive.
I got a 13. Oh, actually a 14.
Okay. You find.
Actually, I can't do math. That was a 10.
Aren't you an engineer?
I thought this was a
Isn't
9.
that like a big part of engineering?
It's a big part, but I got a calculator, you know?
Cackalakalata.
All right.
It's a 10.
All right. So you think this is pretty much what's in this room?
I think this is all that there is to be here, guys.
So
Just
there
a
are
bunch
two-
of underwear with skid marks.
There are 2 more locked doors, right? In this
There
wing?
are.
All right. Let's go in there.
Guess what? Let's unlock some of these doors.
Goblin Man, unlock the door.
Yeah, that's definitely an unlock. I mean, are these still shitty locks?
As far as you can tell,
Okay, yeah.
they might have been good at one point, but this mansion has been abandoned for a long time.
Roll a 26. Did an 11.
Okay. This door is resisting you so far.
Hey, Adam, can you bash this door?
Yeah, let's try to let me throw my gut into it.
I wish I had, because I thought that would be a possibility. I wish I had put that on your
Smashing
binder.
things. So, like when you're doing the lock rolls from a rules perspective, because that's what we want to talk about, right?
Yeah.
So you have to do 2 in a row.
Yeah, you hit
and
2.
succeed, and then if it's a simple lock, you need 3 in a row, 4 in a row, 5 in a row.
Yep,
that
that's
seems
correct.
tough. That seems tough.
Yeah.
It definitely does, yeah.
I mean, I guess the idea is that as you become a better and better thief,
Yeah.
these things will become more and more possible.
Yeah, because I'm already, I got a +7 on that shit, at level 1.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So that one is...
Is it a shitty door?
It is a shitty door.
Oh, nice.
So why don't you give me an athletics roll?
I'm doing real bad with this first season dice here.
No, I guess that roll is only for hurting people.
I got a natural 10. Do I add athletics to it?
Yeah.
You do.
All right, so that's a 17.
Nice.
All right.
Dope.
I always knew.
I used a little bit of
when
the
I
power
seen
of
you, I
Grayskull.
knew that a door did not have a chance.
Hey,
Against a
with
frame
that
like that.
speedo, and you're afraid of chafing, do you use the powder of Grayskull?
Haven't showered in weeks. There's a bunch of grease all over my body.
All right. So for this particular door, the difficulty was 15. You had suffered a -2 penalty because you don't have a crowbar or similar object,
Oh,
but you rolled a 17.
nice.
So
I threw my gut into it and
you forced
Busted
the
it.
door open.
yeah.
And this seems to be a storage room for some of the broken furniture. There's a lot of broken wood here. And it just seems like a room where they stored all the junk that they didn't want to haul.
Set it all on fire.
Hey guys, there's a bunch of furniture up in here.
Looks a lot like an episode of Hoarders, from what I've heard.
And there's now that we can't. Can we check the walls or anything, or see if there's any?
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, nice. That's 18.
Okay. The walls seem standard. There is a small chest under one of the overturned sofa love seat. It's like this big. It's about 3 feet.
Is it locked?
Yes.
You want to check? Can you check and see if it's trapped? And then
Yeah.
wait, hold on, wait. Let's throw some stuff at it first. Make
Oh,
sure
yeah, we have a
that
bunch of
it
broken
isn't a
furniture.
mimic.
Yeah, no, that's not a bad idea. Yeah.
Wait, call.
All right.
Hey, why don't we just
So-
call that half-dead lizard woman and tell her to go touch it?
Oh, yeah. It's a letter from your children.
So you're going to throw stuff at it?
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
throw
throw a
stuff
thing
at it.
at it.
All right. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Nothing happens.
Full of
Oh,
bonkers.
also, should
Who's
we throw all this
there?
wooden furniture garbage out in the hallway so that other people can pick it up?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, they need the
come
wood,
get it.
right?
Yeah. There's wood in here, people.
Yeah, he's been telling us all this time.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go check this bitch out.
Yeah,
All right.
open that chest.
All right.
Do I have to do a separate roll to detect the traps on it, or do I just do it to unlock it?
No. Detecting traps is a separate roll. So roll your thievery, I believe.
You need to hug the
okay.
chest and put your cheek against it.
10.
As far as you can tell, there's no traps.
No trap. No trap. No trap. No.
All right, I guess I'm gonna go to
Touch
unlock it.
Touch
Okay.
it. Touch it.
Ooh.
All right, the first roll is a 23.
Okay.
Wait, was it locked?
Wait. Yeah, it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
'cause
Oh,
you could have opened it.
It pops open.
Oh,
Nice.
It's not a door.
oh, wow.
So you very deftly pop the chest open. Like I said, it's only about 3 feet long. And when you open it, it's this very ornate bottle of what appears to be wine.
Red wine.
Anybody want to check out this wine?
Stick
I think you should drink it.
That's a horrible idea. It's been in a chest. I don't know how old it is.
Well, hold on, fella. Let me
From
check.
what I know, that
Oh,
actually
wait.
makes it better.
Let me check something out.
When my fruit brothers actually ferment over time, it actually makes the wine much better.
All
You
right.
call them your fruit brothers.
Yeah,
He
those
play-
are my
he
fruit
plays that
brothers.
riff
No one
again.
thinks that's weird.
Detect magic?
Yeah.
You detect no magic. What is everyone's lores that they got from their background?
Underworld.
Legal.
Warfare.
Theater.
Leshy.
That's not a lore.
Okay.
What's your background?
My background would be I didn't write it on here. I have to look this up.
Listeners, Eric is checking his original character sheet.
My background is Animal Whisperer.
Oh, okay.
Was that helpful?
Not in any way. So, Brian,
Yo.
give me a criminal underworld lore roll.
It's a 19.
Okay.
It's a 19.
All right. So, this bottle of wine, you've actually seen it on the black market. It is possible that if it remains intact, you may be able to get a solid price for it in like a marketplace.
Put it in the pumpkin head.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, no, we could just use him as, yeah.
Or it could be a sweet gift.
Walking suitcase.
Hey,
Open your pumpkin face.
Open one of your pleasure circles and put this in.
all right.
Thank you, tree man.
Throw it in. Hey, put it next to the little seeds in there. It'll keep it
Also,
cool.
hold my keys.
Hold on, fellas. I gotta take a shit.
Oh, hold on. That'll help me grow. And I take my head off and I just place it underneath him. Like, feel free to throw it in there with the expensive bottle of wine.
He's so friendly, but is anyone else creeped out by him?
No, I mean,
Yes.
So friendly. I love him so much.
no, he's all right.
I know, I like him, but
Oh, thank you. Thank you, kind goblin man.
And I just rip off one of his leaves to wipe my ass.
I take the rest of it and just start rubbing it all over the outside of my face.
Nobody thinks
Oh,
this is weird.
good.
no one thinks this is weird.
This helps me grow.
I'm
Very disturbing.
Right, thank you.
And while he's like all grossed out of it, I extend one of my vine arms to him and he's like, here, I give off beautiful oxygen for you to breathe, but like the shit's all over it like this. Like, it's just coming up. Here, I'm helping you live.
You're the worst Groot ever. I am gross.
All right. So, oh shoot.
So we're doing pretty well. We've got a note. We've got a vial of healing potion and a bottle of wine at this point. Searching through. Is that all all the locks in the corridor?
There's one left.
Well, let's take a look at it.
That's all you. What are you looking at me for?
I don't know.
Open that door there.
I like your hair. It's funny.
Thanks. I'll use.
Oh, that block just exploded in my face.
Is that a natural one?
Critical fail.
All right.
All right, boys,
Yeah.
let me get into there. See if I can bust this one open.
I just looked at my character sheet and my size is fat.
Ben, the gift that keeps on giving.
A deep sumo squat. Get in there.
All right. Give me an athletics roll.
16 plus 7, yeah, 20. I don't know.
3.
Oh shit.
23, yeah.
All right. I mean,
Nice.
DC was 20.
All right.
Smash through there with the power of Groot.
And you effectively got a 21. So, bam. Prince Adam smashes through this door.
Always like the Kool-Aid man.
Oh, yeah, hey. Sometimes you gotta be hot to be cool. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Well done. Well done.
It's like your emotional dick skin.
What do we see in the room?
Can't believe you guys are making fun of my Asperger's.
This is another such room with the bed, oddly enough, is still made. There are
Nice housekeeping in this place.
clothes still in the closet,
What sort of clothes?
just like servants' clothes.
Are they made of burlap?
No, they are not.
Well, let me mention to you guys, there are 3 locked rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were 3 names in the note of people who've gone missing.
Do it in the voice.
Hold on, can I see that? Can I see this?
Look at this note.
All right. Bit pushy.
He's very aggressive with his commands.
Now, Bella Kane, that's 3.
I want to hear if he can whisper.
Can't get the
I am whispering now.
Oh, that man's real. All right, let's check the walls. Let's check around here then, right? See what's going on, everybody.
Good idea.
Tap the walls with
Yeah,
something.
tap, tippy tap.
Oh, wait.
What did that roll?
A 2.
Okay. You give me a perception check.
Come on, yeah. He's good. He's good. Very perceptive.
10.
All right. So you're searching.
Knock, knock, Mr. Wall. Knock, knock.
Can't you put your tendrils into the wall a little
Hey,
bit?
this one kind of
So
sounds
weird,
like
this
stone.
No, it's definitely weird. It's definitely weird. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to roll on my random did you find anything chart.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, here we go.
The
I didn't know you had a
stash.
chart for that.
Hey guys, I'm just checking over the rocks here. It looks like there's some naturally growing moss. If you guys didn't know, moss is actually a really helpful thing. It don't even need sunlight to grow.
No one cares.
There's nothing
Okay.
here.
Worst information ever.
I
Keep drinking
What?
my beer. My endless lager.
I have lots of nature rules.
oh, wait.
There's clothes and a bed. It looks like this person is still here. That's just what it looks like. You don't find anything special.
Hey guys, I've noticed by the lack of dust in this room that probably somebody still lives in this room.
Oh, wait. I've got an idea. Here's what we do. If someone's still here, why don't we just take all their things and throw them on the fire so they show up? That's how criminals fucking do it.
Oh, that's a pretty good idea. Let's trash
Right?
this fucking
Yeah,
room, mate.
yeah, you're a rock star. I'm a criminal.
Yeah, let's trash this fucking room.
Yeah, let's break some shit, guys.
I
And
mean,
I immediately run over to the bed that I have no hope of lifting. I'm like,
Oh wait, I'm gonna go on the other side, but we're also both tiny, so we're both gonna be useless.
I'm so tired.
Ah!
Burn it all to the ground.
Interesting. You're both trying to lift the bed.
Yeah.
You fail, but you tilt the bed, and a little piece of paper plops out.
Oh, it's
oh my
another
God.
note.
I grab it first and I look at it like this and I go, oh my gosh, guys, this is paper. This is amazing. I can't read it all though.
Let me sound it
I
out.
have no
Give him your
idea.
dead mom's skin. Sorry, that was weird.
It says, Belle, all the shit that we stole is in the wine cellar. I put it in trunk, but it's locked. Can you open it? I bought some tools. They're under my pillow. There's tools under her pillow.
All right, let's leave, guys.
All right, let's take those tools and then let's destroy everything else.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to need some help. You guys need more enthusiasm.
I've got little baby arms.
All right, I guess.
What's under?
I can stab someone, but I can't lift things.
Let's look under the pillow.
Oh, it's just teeth.
It's a pair. It's thieves' tools.
Oh,
all right.
another set.
Hey, maybe if somebody were trained.
I am trained.
So
Anyone
the
else?
trained.
So
all
you
right.
just carry around thieves' tools.
So if
I
you-
have these
Yeah,
tools.
Just
It's
to-
a wine
I
cellar.
pretend I'm a
Yes.
badass.
it's on your.
Do we know?
keychain.
Have we found a door to the wine cellar yet?
You have not found the wine cellar
Could
quite yet.
I have thieves' tools too?
Get any of you? Does anyone else want these thieves' tools?
No, just take them.
All right, I
mean,
have
might as
more.
well
I'll take the tools.
All right, I'll take more tools. Can you use them?
I don't know.
Okay, you know what? I'll just have 2 sets of tools. That's fine.
Let's have 2.
I'll just have some spares for Sunday.
One for each hand. Is that how that
Yes.
works?
It makes you faster.
It does, yes. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So,
Hey, can you just carve designs with those tools into my cool pumpkin titties?
I can only give prison tattoos.
Hey, can I need to use that so I can carve my signature into his pumpkin titties.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, I wanted his signature since I was a fleshling.
a fleshlight.
Now, did we?
I will give him the tools to carve on those tits.
We've opened 3. We've unlocked 3 rooms.
Property of Kit.
You say there's another wing with more locked rooms?
Yes, there's another wing with rooms.
Another wing with rooms to discover. A wine cellar that contains a potentially valuable chest with the goods put in it. An upstairs that people are afraid to go to.
A burlap man.
A burlap man in the walls. So many mysteries yet to be uncovered. So many directions to go. I guess we'll find out what happens on the next exciting episode of Pathfinder!
This is the first episode that actually ended in an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah, all right, guys. Well, today is December 3rd. Happy beginning of December.
Already,
Yeah,
my
I
goodness.
went to a Ravens game on Sunday.
Oh, which game?
I don't know.
Okay, shit. I think I'm going the 8th, maybe. I don't know. I got a number a year.
But this weekend, I will be at PAX Unplugged in Philadelphia. And then I will be on the 10th. We have a murder mystery.
At the Freemason show that nobody can go to unless you're a Freemason or part of the Illuminati. So,
then
holler at your boy.
we should let him.
Redundant.
We should let him know about that on December 14th. We have a murder mystery at the Bright Box in
Yeah.
Winchester, Virginia.
Which also happens to be my birthday that
Oh,
day.
hey.
Be very fun.
Really? Happy birthday.
I think it's also my mom's birthday.
Fuck yeah.
And then on December 10th, when the other murder mystery is, that's Jose's birthday.
hey, look at that. Fuck yeah.
What's your signs?
Sagittarius.
Nice. What are they known for?
It's a horse that shoots arrows.
I don't know.
Some centaur
like a
dude.
centaur. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Big
the
old-
virgin.
Big old cock.
Yeah, you are.
The Virgo is just a virgin, just a lady in the water that no one is fucked.
Gives out serious swords, though.
She does. She does.
She do. She'd
What,
be
what do
doing
you got
that.
coming up, Eric, that I haven't talked
You
about?
know, if it's the month of December, of course, the murder mystery, you can catch all the fucking show dates and shit that I do at aircomedy.com. There's links to Die Laughing Productions things, the murder mystery that Tommy was just talking about. Also, wonderful links to the Quality Time podcast, which we just keep gaining listeners. So if you guys want to tune in and hear about some horror movies and shit that we like to talk about, the whole month of November is loaded with Fansgiving episodes. We just the Twilight episode is pretty special because a fan of ours picked us to do Twilight just because they knew Jeremy would hate it, and he did, and boy, he did not disappoint in how much he hated this fucking film. It is a pretty special ep, so check that out. Commando. There were episodes for Merle Rogers. We did Commando for Merle Rogers, so you guys can
Great
check that
movie.
shit out. Yeah.
Alyssa Milano was in that movie.
She is as a child. That's all. I got
making
nothing
it
else
weird
with
for
it.
me.
She's
Cool.
a kid. Come on, man.
How about you, Brian? What do you got coming up, man?
You know what? You can catch me on December 7th. I'm at some fucking bar at Fells Point. I think I'm doing comedy or something there on the 7th. And
What
then
kind of plug is that?
I don't remember what bar it is. Shit. Hold on.
Is it it's in Fed Hill?
I think it's either. I forget if it's in Fed Hill or
I
Fells.
think you said Fells.
think I said
Was it
Fells.
booked by Joe Greenway?
It was not booked by Joan Greenway. It's some guy. Okay, so it's some guy from fucking New York who he was at the Charm City Comedy Festival. And he saw me do the fucking headline one of those shows, and he was like, "Hey man, we gotta do the thing." I just forget what bar it's at.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I mean that's gonna be fun. It's I think it's him and a bunch of cats from fucking New York and me and some people, and we're doing comedy. I just need to find it on my internet because I was looking at titties.
You've got a really advanced phone now.
This is still an iPod Touch, Aaron. This is still. I just have a case.
Oh, you're
for
on
it.
the Wi-Fi.
I'm on the Wi-Fi here. No.
Aaron does a jitterbug, apparently.
Yeah, no.
Look at Jose. Is that your phone?
It's an iPhone 6. This is
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I thought that was a flip phone for a minute.
I mean, it might as well, this shit's like 8, 9 years old.
Brian, you have a flip phone though, right?
I fucking do. I have a Galaxy. Wait, hold on. It is an LG NV3. And I get just
There it
the
is.
grainiest nude photos
Yeah,
on these.
nice.
It's like those are just some big old square nipples.
Oh yeah,
You're
Like-
jerking off to Eris.
like
Yes.
like my titties to have polygons.
I remember when Tomb Raider first came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
When
the-
you make her swim into a
triangle.
wall.
Yeah, you're like,
remember that?
yeah, God, man, she's so fucking up. Looks so real. Oh man, I'd love to put my eye out on one of her titties.
Oh yeah, no. So it's at Naughty Pine, Baltimore.
Mm.
And just check me out, Naughty Pine. It's me and a bunch of comedians from fucking NYSC. We're doing it in Naughty Pine in Baltimore.
Nice. And what about you, Aaron? What do you got coming up?
I want to give a plug for a game that anyone can play.
Uh-huh.
A brilliant friend of ours created this game. You know how you play rock, paper, scissors?
Yes,
Where you throw.
Yeah.
I think he was a guest on the show. I think
Yeah,
it was John DeCampos.
and Phil Docolo.
Yeah, these guys created a brilliant game called Spaghetti About It.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the way it works is instead of throwing rock, paper, scissors, it's a cooperative game where, Tommy, may I have you as and who else knows about this game? You guys know?
I'm unfamiliar.
Okay, Jose.
Okay.
You're going to be participating in this game. Listeners, you throw one of three things. You either throw spaghetti noodles, which is that you put your hand palm up and make wiggly fingers with your that's spaghetti noodles.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The fist is the meatball.
Okay.
Or Parmesan, which is your hand, you sort of sprinkling Parmesan out of your fingers.
Okay.
And the goal, instead of beating each other, it's a cooperative game where you keep throwing until you get one of each. And then you've
all right.
won spaghetti about it.
All right.
Sure.
Okay.
Ready? So 1, 2, 3, and then throw, right?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, throw. We got two Parmesans in
No
the noodle.
meatballs. Okay.
1, 2, 3, throw. 2 meatballs and a Parmesan. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, throw. 3 noodles. That's a goocher. That's a gooch. Anyway, try it at home, friends. It's a laugh ride. You can do it with your friends while you're listening to Laugh Finder.
Dorian, what do you got coming up?
On December 5th,
Yeah.
I will be at the Comedy Loft.
Oh, nice.
People,
Is that
Beer
is that a
Baron.
burlesque?
it's what used to be called Beer Baron
Yeah.
Tavern,
Yeah.
where they have a lot of burlesque events.
Mm-hmm.
This will be a comedy event with Anthony Oakes and Rose Vineshank
Nice.
and Kurt Mariah, and I will be closing out.
Eric and I did a voiceover for a cartoon
With Rose, yeah.
with Rose.
That'll never be
It's
seen,
never gonna be
probably.
seen.
But it was really fun.
Yeah. I
And
broke my fast for it.
Guys, I did we made Tommy eat pizza. Basically, just to let you know, if you like Laugh Finder, you'll love this cartoon because you'll hear the voice of Big Slee, who is repurposed as a character in this. You'll also hear Tommy's version, basically, of Barsool.
No. What it was,
What I ended up doing was Rip Torn.
But then we made him
I
eat.
gave him like Bell's palsy, and then I was Rip Torn with Bell's palsy.
But then we also
then they
convinced
were like,
Tommy
yeah.
to can you eat pizza while you're doing it? He's like,
Yeah.
I'm not in my window. And we're like, well, you could just spit it out. And we looked over, he'd eaten the whole
yeah.
slice of pizza.
I wasn't spit. Yeah.
But then it was Rip
Nobody
Torn.
would spit
Bell
out.
Tommy
palsy
doesn't
and eating
spit.
Pizza.
No, he does
The
not.
whole time.
But it was fun. It was called.
Dodge a red chicken, dodge a ball.
If it does get made, it's called Florida Man. 2380 or something like that. It's about
Sure.
post-apocalypse Florida in the distant future. When Rose plays an alligator woman, and I play a very sad. I play like the bitch in the show, and also one of the bad guys who talks like Dusty Rose but loves Jesus. So it was very good.
Like
I
all
really enjoyed it.
evangelicals.
Ben, you got anything?
Actually, 6th and 7th, I'll be in Atlanta training for a new job. So if you're in the Atlanta area, come say hi.
Is that this new job where you're running sound for competitive high school dancing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Man.
Hey, you know,
very
that's a
exciting.
big. So,
Hey,
oddly enough, one of my buddy at work, he sets up these dance competitions. So on Fridays, he flies out
I might
and then
be
gets
working.
paid.
What's his name?
Tim Fry.
I might be working with him.
He sets up the audio for it and gets paid like $700 to just set up audio equipment and break it down, and then flies back home.
It would be a
That's it.
weird thing if I wasn't working with him.
What
Yeah,
an
yeah,
interesting
pretty
resume.
imagine
There's a
you've developed.
lot of other companies that
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
And there's actually going to be some Tuesdays that you can't record
There are going to be.
because
yeah.
for some reason you love getting jobs that don't make you available for this show.
It's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, you could just, you know.
Jose, you got anything you want to plug?
I'll probably be making more ice cream, working on an Excel spreadsheet or some sort of calculator thing, something like that.
Well, you're going to be making hooch. You're going to do.
Oh yeah,
paw-paw
work on the
hooch.
hooch. That sounds like a great plan.
All
Who's
right.
got the who?
I'm
Well,
gonna do
Jose,
that.
we're going to give you an even luckier detour.
All right. Hopefully, I could kill more people on
But-
my games.
But as you know, we can't just give you a die. The die's got to find you. So you put your hand into the bag. I'll say an incantation.
hopefully
when I'm
this
done,
one
you pull it
smells
out. That's your
good.
die. Here we go. May all your hits be critical. May your strike be tried and true. May all your fails be minimal, but nothing lower than a 2.
Got a dark blue one. It's a
nice.
little black. Let's see
Manly.
what- see
It's
how
a
it rolls.
All
manly
right, give it a
die.
roll. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, it's a 4.
solid
It's
four.
Quattro.
Bigger than a 2.
All right, guys.
Quattro.
Well, thanks for listening, and we'll
right.
see you next week.
Hey, it's Eric Woodworth, former guest, friend, and now official sponsor of the Laugh Finder podcast. And I wanted to take a quick minute to tell you about my podcast, Quality Time. I have a very lovely co-host, Miss Kimberly Ambrose, super funny, super talented, and she joins my super deranged, super murder clown dressing brother as we break down some of the greatest films in all of history. Okay, it's mostly just horror flicks and cheesy action 90s movies. It's awesome, though. You should come check us out. We're on the iTunes, the Stitcher, the Podbean, all the major platforms. You can look for quick links on ericcomedy.com. That's my website. Please come and check it out. The friendship with Laugh Finder Podcast very much hinges on this being a successful campaign. So do yourself a favor, treat yourself to quality time. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of Laugh Finder.